Nerdrotic.com.
It's over now. Officially, They voted on it. The actors aren't back yet. I think they're going to talk on Monday.
Hey, but Kimmel and Fallon and it's gonna.
On Monday, baby, they're back.
My YouTube feed is gonna be full of them. I can't wait for the recommended video.
But who are going to be the guests if the guests are on strike?
They'll just talk bad about
vaccine scientists.
No,
they can
obviously.
have musicians and shit.
No, it's gonna be four white guys going up. You can't tell the difference going Trump. Am I right?
Applause break. You know what? I bet there were some writers who still weren't allowed to go back to work. That's who Chris Christie had working on that Donald Duck joke.
Oh, God. And I want to look at that camera right now and tell you, Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself. I know you're watching, okay? And you're not here tonight, not because of polls and not because of your indictments. You're not here tonight because you're afraid of being on the stage and defending your record. You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
What?
No,
bruh.
Jeez, it was the worst thing. I reacted to that live. I didn't hear it, and I just heard the soundbite, because I was like, oh my God, did he really fucking say this?
That's please clap, but maybe worse.
Yes. We're prepared to act in the national security interests of this country to get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.
Look at the response from Danny.
I can't believe he's doubling down on it.
So back to the strike. The thing about you just brought up the late night hosts, and I love when we see the 4 pictures of them, and it's just the diversity is obviously their strength. Do you know how many writers each of them have?
I think they have 6?
It's 20 something.
It's 20.
It varies between a dozen to 20 each.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah. Wow, they really are talentless hacks.
They really are. And, the world legitimately felt better without seeing them on my feed.
Vaccine. This is the lowest moment in human history.
It's like a pressure was lifted, and now it's put back onto us.
Stop it! Stop it!
There's been a disturbance in the force.
It appears after giving it a good look over, they got most of what they wanted, but as I was told by a very good source, this offer is really not far off, and we're talking it's 90%, maybe more, of the offer they got 3 months ago. So they sat on it for 3 months and they didn't talk. The producers did that. The producers okay, we'll come back and talk in 3 months after force majeure kicks in and we can kick out half your contract, and that's exactly what's going on. So House always wins, baby. By the way, the writers have control over AI, which will last about 10 seconds because nobody's going to be able to control AI.
Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive. Fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony.
So now they're using it.
They have been using it. I said that in the beginning of the strike. These fuckers have been using it because you get writer's block. We make videos. We get
I disagree. Look, I disagree. They were not using it because AI would write better scripts.
Well, no, they rewrote the AI and made it worse. So, but when they need to get a pitch together, and if they have block, you go to Chat GPT, you throw some things in, they can reword it. It's believe me, they're all fucking using it. That's why they were freaked out about it. They're all, wait a minute. Oh, this tool I've been using can actually replace me.
Oh, shit.
It's kind of like getting a $20 minimum wage in California, and then McDonald's introduces automated fucking tellers. So it's weird how that works.
Well, the thing that's going to put them out of work with regards to AI is their own personal work is so dreadful, they're going down to the level of AI. That's the problem.
Yes.
It's not a question of them punching up. It's a question of them working down. And
that's what she said.
Yeah. And the thing is, they are the fault that AI is going to replace them because they can't do better than AI.
You're right.
Yep.
You're absolutely right. And when we get something like One Piece, when we get a good show or House of the Dragon, or when Better Call Saul was going on, we get that rare good show that just schools everything else and makes everything else look embarrassing. Like Ahsoka is an embarrassment of writing, acting, directing, editing, all across the board. Not
I
quite
would
as bad
quit
as-
if I got the job on that. I probably would have left. It's so painful. I feel badly for the actors because I think deep inside they're all going, "This is horrible."
If you would have got the job, you would.
This is horrible.
How do you feel about this?
Is how you feel about it?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bit confused right now. My head's saying no, but my heart's saying yes. You know.
Wow.
Mine's telling me
Telling me
no.
no.
But my body's telling me yes.
Oh God, never do that again. Never do that again.
My mind's telling me no.
What?
I'm really proud of you.
Oh my
I'm very confused.
Garrett, for the folks in Spotify, please describe this meme.
Well, it's a good fellow, bald, probably British, staring at a screen, looking in disgust, and he turns and he's pitching a tent.
He's
Little
got
excited downstairs. Little confused.
Little confused,
horrified and disgusted,
but still horrified.
The thing that offends me about this is that he's working on a CRT.
Hey, this guy's old school.
Love my porn in 4x3.
Oh, you're watching vintage.
From
Loading in.
Oh, Captain Janeway. Lace, the final brassiere. Oh, hurry up. I'm a busy man.
Oh my gosh, I'm crying.
So it turns out a lot of the
That's what she
deals
said.
that were canceled, like we said, are not going to get picked up. A lot of them are luckily being picked up because they had projects like in post-production. So they are going to pick some people up and then they're going to kick them to the curb again. Like last year, for example, 600 shows were produced. 600 shows. Now that counts all shows, like all reality shows, everything. That's an insane number. Paul can remember because we're old. Remember when we could pretty much name every TV show on a network? We know what time it was on.
Yeah, because you had like the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock slots for a couple shows. Yeah.
We can still name some shows. We at least knew the show existed. 600 shows, but now they're having that. So they're only going to produce 300. So the writers won. Congratulations.
So will the shit condense like a neutron star? Is that what's going to happen?
No,
We're going to
I
get
think-
way shittier shows?
I think what they'll do is, I mean, Paul can correct me if I'm wrong. They'll repurpose some of that money to expand it to make more shows, but it'll be just like cheaper shows. It'll be reality shows, and depending on how well they do, right? Even with One Piece's success, that thing was hella expensive. They shot it in South Africa or something. They built all the sets. Most of the effects were practical, which is freaking awesome. But now it's going to take them 2 years, and they hadn't even broken a script yet. So it's going to be 2 years till we get One Piece again. What Hollywood now needs to figure out to do with streaming is get shows out quicker, because One Piece destroyed Ahsoka in the ratings like we thought they would, and it's a slow burn. It's still in the top 10. In Netflix's top 10. It's still being talked about. The Witcher season 3 part 2 released as of 2 days ago, 2 months ago.
I had
that was
people
in the top 10 for like
a minute,
4 days maybe, and it was gone.
And I had people telling me that when I compared the number of reviews of Ahsoka on Rotten Tomatoes versus the number of fan reviews to One Piece, they're like, well, you got to give Ahsoka at least till towards the end of the season, because One Piece released. Okay, so now look, it's Ahsoka has 2,500 fan reviews after all of these weeks. One Piece over 10,000 fan reviews.
Wow. Go to overall.
Overall.
Yeah,
Okay, One
that's
Piece-
where it's not there. Ahsoka fell out of the top 10
Where did it go?
most viewed streaming.
It did.
Got to go to original in its top 5.
But look at like the story of the summer. We have to briefly talk about that as Suits.
Oh,
Now,
dude, I had never watched
Dude,
it.
what
I
the hell?
recently binge watched the entire thing, and I could not stop watching it, even though I don't know if it's a good show or not.
it's a
I
halfway
couldn't stop
decent
watching
show.
it.
Can I point out that's a Canadian show?
Yes, it is. The USA shows were like really upper mid shows that did really fucking well. Like,
Dude,
all of
I
them
loved
did.
USA. They had like Monk. Monk is one of my
Monk is
favorites of all
fucking awesome.
time.
Good.
Maybe
Burn
Probably
Notice is
win-
the best. Is the absolute best.
Bruce
Burn
Campbell?
Notice. Yes.
Burn Notice was awesome. Psych. I really liked Psych when it was
Like
on
Psych.
as well. Yeah, they got some good shit on there back in the day.
I remember, was White Collar also
No,
one of your shows?
White Collar was also USA. Yeah.
Stop doing this. Can you stop?
My
doing-
mind's telling me no.
I am so confused right now.
As
For
is
those of
getting
you,
that meme again.
Garrett, I want you to describe the meme to those of you, to the folks
This is a
on
beautiful,
Spotify.
brave man showing his God-given breasts to the world.
Yeah.
What size do you think you have?
Oh, those are D's for
Can
sure.
I just want to state that I do realize Chrissy is missing. Okay, I've realized that from the show, from the beginning of the show.
It took a pair of tits for Gary to remember.
Oh yes, Chrissy. Wait, you just said I'm a dude. Ash, you gotta get him on that. Get him on that.
I'm a dude. I'm
There
gonna
you
notice
go.
tits.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
Hey, if you like what we do here at Nerdrotic Daily, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you could do that with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.